All right, welcome back to GameStop Hometown Heroes Week 2 featuring the LA region. We're going to take a look at some of the biggest plays that happened in our first block of matches. Look at that Batman. So good. Almost as good as that Eli's we saw at E3. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Oh, man. Saw some sideboard play as well. Love to see that overhead, that corner juggle, setting those up. And then we just saw this Robin matchup. Awesome-o. Looking great. We saw him featured at Body Count fighting a couple weeks ago. And that Robin is looking really sick. Damian Wayne, can anybody stop him? I don't think anybody can stop him. All right, folks, I'm Joshua Gray. I literally drove here straight from E3. We had an awesome show at WB Games there. You can check out day 3 tomorrow at live.wbgames.com. And today, if you didn't see it, we saw Sub-Zero gameplay for the first time. And Dustin's not too happy about it. He's not happy about that ice clone. He doesn't like that ice clone. But you know who does like that ice clone? Tom Brady. He's going nuts right now. But it was great. Also, one of the biggest announcements that happened in regards to Injustice 2 was on Sunday. E-League will feature Injustice 2 for the World Championship. What that means is that each of these programs that we're doing, GameStop Hometown Heroes, Liga Latina, as well as the Injustice 2 Pro Series and for Europe Path to Pro, that is going to seed into the World Championship that'll be produced by E-League in October. More details will be released, so stand by for that. But that's a very, very big deal, folks. This is TV. We've done it once again. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll get some more details a little bit later. Also, CEO is this weekend. So for those of you that can't go, sign up for the cups. For those of you that can, go. I'm going to be in Toronto this weekend, but we're going to be doing a viewing party for CEO, so make sure to check that out as well. And best of luck to Jabali and the entire crew for putting on a great event. That's an Injustice 2 Pro Series event for those points. Red Hood is released. He's out, but he will not be available for tournament play until 30 days after his release. I still dress up for the occasion because I'm a huge fan of Red Hood and Jason Todd. So go ahead and get the character. You can download him if you have the Ultimate Edition or if you bought the Fighter Pack. If you want to just get him individually, he'll be released next week. But looking forward to some Jason Todd combos and gear and getting him all the way up to level 20 and seeing him in tournament play a little bit later. Well, that does it for me for right now. Let's start with the commentators, give us an update on 2 of the standings and get back into the matches. Gentlemen.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Josh. Chicago, let's talk a little bit about that region. So it's the home not only to Perfect Legend, but as well to NetherRealm Studios, which is, of course, home to Injustice and MK. So Perfect Legend actually in the top leading. However, he lost to Burrito Voorhees this week, who, if you don't know, also goes by the handle of Forever King Jr. That's right, it is FK's little brother, dominating still. We have, of course, Playing to Win and Tweety, who made returns, but it's still PL leading that Chicago region.
We can't not talk about Limbo Dog. Limbo Dog, a player from a very long time.
Limbo Dog sitting in 5th. He's almost there. He's got to get that top 4, though.
Yeah, and then we've got San Francisco, where we know it's your favorite player. Dab has won 2 weeks in a row with his own character, as he says, quote-unquote, Dabquaman. Yes, Dabquaman. And he did manage to edge out Sicarios this week, but Dab leading the pack by quite a bit. One of the only regions where somebody actually won 2 weeks in a row.
Dab was strong in MKX, was strong in Injustice. It looks like he's going to be strong in Injustice 2 as well. All right, well, let's go back to tonight's broadcast, tonight's bracket. Our next match coming up. Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I believe we're going to have Flappy against Prettyflocko. Now, that will be an Arizona mirror. So for tonight, we actually have 5 people who are from SoCal, 2 people from Arizona, and 1 person from Las Vegas.
Yep.
Now, the 2 people who are from Arizona they're ending up fighting. Flappy losing earlier in the bracket to Nubcakes, and so he's going to move on down to fight his brethren.
Yeah, Prettyflocko look fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, he's great at controlling space. We've seen him keep his cool under pressure from a character even like Batman. But, whoa, okay, so actually this is definitely some in-depth metagame.
Yeah, this is like that I know what you know what I know.
So we saw him immediately go Cyborg against Batman, against Chico earlier in the bracket, Prettyflocko. But against Sammy, who not only did he's been picking Supergirl, he went immediately to his alt Batman, and then immediately Flocko went to his alt Aquaman. So there's definitely some mind games here. They definitely play together. I don't know exactly what their whole metagame with characters is, but
we also don't know what the score usually is between these two, so.
And that means we get to see a little bit more Batman this week.
I don't think we've seen enough.
No, not quite.
All right. Good start, though, here honestly, for both players, it really hasn't been dominant in one side. And nice hitting that forward 2 into grab.
Now, this is a matchup that was considered near unwinnable in Injustice 1 for Batman.
Absolutely.
But this time around, there's a lot of talk of Batman doing very well in the matchup, which is actually not showing right now.
No, it's not. This is still looking very grim as far as a starting platter for Flappy's Batman. Flappy's Batman. That's really weird to say.
Flappy, Sammy, Hannon.
Oh,
that's a good.
That was a safe bet.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Nice.
Notice he's literally trying to get every combo started with a forward 3. The reason being is Aquaman's trait, watering up, if you will. It makes it so that once you get hit, it essentially resets the combo time in which you can get launched.
Yeah, you basically, the combos drop on the ground.
Yeah.
So as long as you're still on the ground, you just can't combo him. He can block things that normally shouldn't be blockable. But
yeah, it resets the hit stun. That was the word.
There you go. There you go. But Sammy looking really, really strong with his Batman, which is a character that I actually haven't seen from him yet. Now, I did talk to Flappy earlier, and he did want to say one thing just out of there. He said, you know what, he's on stream for the first time in a while. He said he just wanted to mention that he was the best Grandmaster sub in Mortal Kombat X, and that Buffalo was a close second. That was his message to the world.
To the world.
To the world.
He's using this platform now
to just say that.
To just let that be known.
Let it be known.
I was the friggin' best.
Yeah, he was the best.
Buffalo, he was
Buffalo
all right.
was second.
Yeah, he was all right in second.
Buffalo, of course, maybe the best Captain Cold. No, Captain Cold, Superman player who did very well at Combo Breaker.
Man, we saw some pretty sweet Captain Cold last week.
We did, for one single game.
Yeah.
And then no more.
Yeah.
I hope we can see some more Captain Cold. I actually don't know if Buffalo has been entering these, but I think that would be cool. Actually, I don't think he made top 16 at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, so they are going back into the exact same matchup. It looked like it was pretty one-sided for Flappy, but
I mean, not really. I mean, not really, because Flocko was doing really well in the beginning.
That is
it kind of went back and forth, so I wouldn't say he was dominating, but that is exactly what I was talking about.
But the big thing here now is that if he's in his trait,
his water shield,
yeah, well,
or not water shield,
yeah, the trait. When he's in trait, he takes full damage from every single move that he blocks. We actually saw a lot of that last week. We did see a decent amount of Aquaman. Aquaman's definitely a very common character.
He's good. That's why.
He's very solid.
And I do like the use of from the deep there. He's doing it at ranges where he knows he can't be punished. Yeah, and he's only using it at those ranges. He hasn't really tried to get cheeky with, you know, the kind of mid-range.
That's one of the biggest changes for Aquaman, is that now, well, actually, no longer from the deep, now called Tentacle Strike.
Oh, that's true. It's called Tentacle Strike.
It's a lot less safe in this game, so there are a lot of things that can now punish it that didn't used to be able to. Well, Flappy evening it up.
Good. That back two has done pretty well with him, but finally one of the first ones blocked by Flappy. See, he's doing it at the range that's perfect to where he can't get punished. I really like that. Oh, and huge. Gets a jump and drops the combo.
I actually think that, oh, very nice tech, that from a lot of these ranges, Batman's slide might be able to punish from the deep, but I'm not sure that
maybe, I don't know.
Sammy actually wants to go for that, or Flappy, because it's not going to give him that much of an advantage. All he can do is knock him down and switch sides.
Yeah, he could switch him out of towards the corner if he already has him there, so yeah.
Which is the opposite of what he wants, of course.
Oh, that bat's potentially saving him.
Ready to negotiate. By Neptune, I won't yield.
2 bars for each player. Yep, there's no reason for Flocko not to spend it.
And he's pretty much guaranteed chip right here.
Down 2.
There you go. So, it may clearly it was a fine choice to stick with Aquaman, not going Cyborg. Taking it to 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't get dominated in the first game. It went back and forth. He started with a dominating performance, but
yeah, at the end he fell off a bit in the first game, but hey, he didn't this time. And so now it's Flappy's turn. Let's see if he decides to switch characters. Catwoman would be a very weird choice, as would most other things that aren't Supergirl or Batman, but who knows? I'm sure he plays a lot of characters. Flappy was known for playing a ton of characters in Mortal Kombat.
He's kind of like you, but
good.
But good, yeah. He plays a lot of characters, but he's actually good at it.
I did actually visit a tournament, a rather big tournament in Arizona called Rewired, and Sammy won that entire tournament.
Nice. MKX, I'm assuming.
Yeah, for him.
Who did he use? Everyone?
He used a lot of characters. He used Sub-Zero, he used Smoke. There were a lot of characters that he has.
It's really cool when you see a non-character specialist who's actually very adept with the characters that he uses. Like all the different characters.
Oh, and that's a drop.
Ooh, trying to punish it. That is so incredibly difficult to punish, even when he lands right next to you.
So here's my question. So we're seeing this weird counter pick game, but at the start I was thinking, oh, maybe Flocko chose Aquaman because he doesn't like the Batman-Cyborg matchup, but what if Flocko is the one who started off with the counter pick and he chose Aquaman to counter Supergirl, and then Flappy went Batman to counter the Aquaman?
That's a lot of ifs.
It is a lot of ifs, but you know, Injustice 2 is a game where character picks, they mean a lot. It's a lot of strategy going into the game, and knowing a lot of different characters like these two do is very important. It really shows like the skill of a high-level player.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. The thing is, though, is we've seen now that Flocko can deal with Batman with two different characters. He did it with Cyborg, and now he's doing it with Aquaman.
Yeah, he's definitely got a handle in the matchup, but it's a relatively common matchup. I mean, there are tons of Batman fans out there, so I'm not surprised at all.
And if you notice here, Flocko is avoiding any combos. He's trying to just do this without letting Flappy clash at all. And with 4 bars, he can get some decent life back.
And that is one thing that Flappy did a lot better in the game 1, was he was able to start a lot of combos with single hit launches. Like forward threes, we stopped seeing quite as many from him.
He also used up battering, or EX up battering to do that as well, but
true. EX up battering is an extremely important tool in this matchup. And that's almost guaranteed chip.
Oh,
no, maybe not.
That's it, yeah.
If he kept going with that jump in, that would have been a lot of damage. Could have given him a comeback, but he instead chose to throw the money, as we call it. So that means that Flocko is going to be up to 2 games. I don't know if we will see a switch from Sammy, but he's got the choice.
No.
No.
Please don't. Don't do it. We don't deserve it.
If he chooses Aquaman, then he's floppy Sammy Hammy.
Pick Red Hood. Who cares if he's not tournament legal?
Pick Red Hood and get disqualified, and then...
hey, put on a good show, though, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes that's worth more than, you know, a lot of money that you could potentially win.
But we're seeing him stick with Batman. It's...
Look at his face. What is wrong with that?
He doesn't like getting hit by Trident, man. He doesn't like you know, actually, that's one... This is interesting, because we see a lot of things that are very common for Aquaman players, but we're not seeing them at all from Flocko. So
no,
two main things... Yeah, that was what I was going to start with. No problem. Is Trident Rush is one of the biggest things that you see all the time from Aquaman players, and then back 1, 2, 3 being plus is the other thing.
We really haven't seen that like at all.
He plays a completely different style.
He plays more of a down 2 style with him.
Yeah.
Which is fine because his down 2 is ridiculous.
And there it is. There's the plus frames. Going to more plus frames. Going to more plus frames.
Oh my god, this is just all plus.
And then finally going into that Trident Rush.
Batman's like, what the hell, dude? That's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm always plus. Oh, I'm telling you, that down 2. Good conversion there. That was pretty much as he could have gotten.
Oh, that's definitely a punish. Oh, gets a slight conversion. I like it. A lot of damage.
Oh, good block. That's so punishable. And, yep, checking him with the back 1.
And now Flocko has 1 life bar left if he wants to advance. Starting on losers, and he might
do. And that's such a Batman thing to do, by the way. As soon as you get like an EX batarang or you get your trait bats in there, his first gut reaction, or most Batman players' gut reaction is, okay, well, he's holding this, now I get to either try to cross him up. But Flocko's ready for that, and he's just down 2ing the hell out of him out of the air.
Well, down 2 into Trident Rush is actually a really good option, even if it, even on block.
Yeah, even if it, worst case scenario, they block it, you still get Trident Rush. Best case scenario, they get hit by that down 2 and then caught in the vortex of the Trident Rush.
Yeah, it just like pulls you in. And Flappy with not much life. He's got to do something crazy.
Did he just run it down to the battering? Get the hell out of here.
That's not good. It's a bat, but it's not actually Batman. Somebody should tell him. All right, can he switch sides? Oh, no, he needed to. Okay, he did switch sides.
Yeah,
and that's a really good knockdown.
I'm sure he was trying to do a tentacle strike, but down 2 came out. I just thought that was funny. He can just hold that shield. And he can force Flappy to come at him, but wait a second here.
Yeah, I think
striking development, it looks like Flappy could bring this back.
I think it would be safe to, I was going to say bet only 1 bar, but he uses it all. He's going to get a lot of free chip here. Ooh!
Okay.
That's it.
That shield, the trait, the water, the dripping Aquaman. Saved.
All right, so that means that Flappy is out of the tournament. I'm surprised we didn't see him use Supergirl at all
on Aquaman. Maybe he just despised that matchup, but I mean, it was, like you said, it was just really weird because that's a very different Aquaman than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, using a lot of different strengths. And I feel like it might be just based on fighting Batman. He was playing a lot more, I don't know, runaway, zoning-oriented.
A lot more Injustice 1-y,
yeah,
if you will.
Although even in Justice 1, Aquaman was a lot of Trident Rush, and we still didn't see too much of that.
And I just love that stage because of the Easter egg that you actually showed me, which was hitting each face. You've hit Kara's face and then Cal's face 3 times each. The globe comes falling down.